It's great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, catching up with Coach Dykes before the game. One of the things you can look for early in this ball game, guys, is how often the quarterback throws the ball. Coaches know they want to be balanced, keep the defense on their heels, but they also want to get their quarterback to school record for single-season passing yards. I expect them to let him throw the ball early, kind of get that record early, get that pressure off of his back, but also energize him and his teammates so they can play well the rest of this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Horned Frogs offense will start this game off with the football. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes it so much fun to cover. Who can manage their emotion, not get those dumb penalties, like be really locked in, dialed in, not let all the outside noise affect their play.
Look out! And down he goes.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback...
He's loose on the right, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Off-play action on first down. Out wide right, it's small. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more Hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Motion from the back. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
It's caught downfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Works the middle of the field. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up to the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this? Snags it and he's open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him?
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. To throw, it's Hammond. Over the middle, it's Williams.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Turning it on! They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Caught behind the line. It's Eakin.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Stinky.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
And the Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. Drops back. It's Craig. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Running behind that left side. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these 2 backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does, and I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the 2 guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. Got an alley. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. And down he goes back at the 3.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Caught in the backfield. It's Dwyer. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. In traffic, it's Simmons. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. TCU calls its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to get rid of it. Unloads in the nick of time.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Looking down the middle. He's got it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Turns it upfield. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Trying to escape and get it himself. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Right side, it's Johnson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with the Western Michigan Broncos taking on the Miami University Redhawks.
The Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. See some running room. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Just gets rid of that one.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Complete downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Red Raiders peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Got the first down. Still on his feet. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Out wide left, it's Simmons. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is a great part of the field to take advantage of the running backs and the tight ends, right? They're going to get matchups with his linebackers, but here's the problem. They got to catch the football. And I know they don't catch it like a receiver, but they got to make that play.
Nowhere to go.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. to establish the run. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Flip it out to the back on the screen. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Long way to go on 2nd down. We'll send the tight end in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Quick give. It's Danzy. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Looking for a crease. It's Dickey. And he's brought down after a short gain. As they put the finishing touches on this victory in the season finale, let's take a look at what's in store for championship week. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Hammond. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hits inside, it's Walker. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Powers inside. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. Second and long here. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Looking for room. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The give is to Williams. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Dickey. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He's inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Play action on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab, it's Scott. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Left side is Jackson.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. With the clock running, this should be the final play. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs.
Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
This is